Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 11 of the Not Presently Deceased Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Woohoo! Yay! You guys can speak. Cheer.
We have rampant enthusiasm.
Yippee! We made it past episode 10, which was kind of dark-ish. The group is still not fully together, but, you know, things are gonna happen. Anyways, you guys ready for your second guest episode?
Isn't this the 10th episode? Or
No, this is the 11th episode.
The 11th, yeah.
Is it? I think it is.
It's the 11th episode. I'm the guy who's been on top of all this stuff. I know this is episode 11. Because if you've been listening, you've probably done episode 10 part 1, episode 10 part 2, and then listen to Rack Wins, which is the special episode with Isil and Rack.
Very good episode.
In Treeland.
Very good.
It is very good. Anyways, I'd like to first of all say hello to our guest for today. So today we have Madi, my friend from university and an awesome dungeon master in general. Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm Madi. I'm Owen's friend from university, and I'm a DM.
Woohoo.
But yeah, I've Dungeons & Dragons. Woo.
Woo. Okay.
Wonderful introduction.
Yep. I mean,
okay. This works fine. Anyways, how about we recount what happened the last little bit. So, who wants to review for me episode 10?
Ran into some Wendigos.
Beat their ass.
All right, I'll review it.
Yeah, he's Ian.
Last episode.
Ian, get closer to your mic.
Okay, sorry.
You're really quiet.
So, last episode. Sound better?
As good as it's probably gonna get. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, last episode we made our way. We left Penny's Fort, and there was an X on the map. So we decided we're gonna go up the river, pass through Alysfalls, and then go to the X. En route to Alysfalls, we encountered a broken, damaged canoe and a survivor, Jill the Jingler. So we picked up Jill out of the water, and she told us that she and her companions had been attacked by Wendigos. So we had to go save Jill's companions from a bunch of Wendigos. We left them. After that all happened, we saved most of them. After that, we headed to Alysfalls, and that's where we ended off, and that's where we are now.
That's a pretty good summary, except you got parts of it. They didn't know that they were Wendigos, but that's besides the point. Anyways, yeah.
When we had an idea, we sort of knew it was at Wendigos. Like, remember we found the guy, and the guy was like, "Hey,
that's true.
Wendigos about," and we're like, "Ooh," and then I knew what those were because I have the religious background and stuff, and mythology stuff, history checks, you know, like. But yeah, we knew they were Wendigos, sort of.
And you just knew about it out of character.
Yeah, I also knew about it out of character. But I knew about it you made me make checks, I knew about it in character too.
You know what? I loved the whole piece where it was like, I just mentioned Wendigo, and there was a moment where Jacob just sort of nerded out in chat, and then I had to remind him that this is his character in character, and it's actually a really good moment, and I really enjoy it. You can listen to that on part 1 of episode 10.
Would have known it too.
Yeah, you did. You did know.
It was
pretty cool. You didn't even need to make a check. I just told you what you knew. Anyhow.
Sure.
Yeah, so we last left our intrepid band of heroes. You guys were on the beach. Jill handed Growl a ring. There was a moment...
Not cursed.
The ring that is obviously not cursed. Everybody else is fairly certain it is cursed. People are looking around. In the canoe, of course, is still our lovely fairy dragon friend, Hojo, who is relaxing and sleeping around the potted plant. The bonsai with our lovely friend, Isil and Rak, as clay figures on it. Now, you guys part ways, and there isn't much left to notice. Do any of you guys have a high passive perception, like above an 18?
That is high.
So no.
Well, Cormus is not the smart man.
What the fuck?
I mean, at our level, you would need either expertise or a maxed out wisdom for that. So
yeah.
I don't think any of us have it.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna say, Arden, you notice a bird, a black bird, not exactly definable.
I'm sorry, I just realized I was muted this whole time. I have a 17 passive perception.
Yeah, that's good enough for me.
Okay.
You see a noticeable black bird of some kind. Slightly followed you on your way here, and is sort of circled a bit around you before heading off.
Blackbird, huh?
Blackbird of some kind. Yeah. Possibly.
Or just a coincidence.
Or is it? Anyways, you say goodbye to Jill. Tassa actually goes off with Jill for a tiny bit into town. They're bonding over both being small halfling and gnome buddies. And generally, they just sort of head off. And Tassa says that she'll meet you guys up at the local tavern, or if she can't make it there on time, she'll figure out where you guys went. Just leave a note at the tavern, and she will head your way. Now, as you guys are standing by the canoe, sort of figuring out and taking in the whole town. The town is not very big. Along the Manikan River, this village is attached to another river that heads in. Of course, none of you guys know the name of the river off the top of your heads, but the river has a waterfall that goes through the middle of the town with a bridge across it. On the eastern side of the village is mainly the town area, you can tell. On the western side is where you guys have your canoe on the beach, as well as what appears to be a giant sugar bush of some kind. With even though it is the fall season, they appear to still be producing maple syrup and maple sap, which is quite noticeable for pretty much anybody who is aware of maple trees and how those kind of work. So that's likely would be, again, Ardan as a local. The rest of you guys, you don't do no farming stuff. Isil would notice, but he's not here. So Isil, when you show up, you definitely notice this.
I show up like, damn, that's a nice sap.
Yeah. So you guys are just sort of taken in, not exactly sure where to go. The wind blows. Leaves come flying across the canoe, almost covering it completely. Mainly maple, birch, and oak. Of course, they are colorful and multiple natures because it is, of course, fall time. It is actually a bit past the peak season, and most of the trees are starting to go a bit bare. However, the maple trees around here appear to be more full than normal. Nonetheless, this piece of wind blows piles and piles of leaves past the canoe, making it, almost invisible. Well, it is completely obscured from your vision. When the leaves reside, you see Hojo has been awoken, and he is staring up where the bonsai used to be. The figure of your friend, Isilastora, stands in the canoe, holding in his left hand the bonsai plant, lacking the figurines that were once on it before. As well, in his right hand, 6, not 6, 4 amulets in his hand that appear For those who remember it, that would mainly be Graal, as he saw Rak pocket the amulet. However, also Ardan, when you saw Rak disappear before he had lifted out this amulet. So these would be partially familiar to you as well. They appear to be pieces of the original amulet, each of them strung individually. On Isil, well, no, not quite yet, but on the hand underneath the pot, Isil, is a piece of an amulet that, if you wish, you can always put on yourself. You are aware that this would be your chosen piece by the Maple Lady herself. And you just know this fact. And as you just stand there, and your friends see your arrival, you hear the voice, the key lime-colored fairy dragon saying, "Who the fuck are you?"
I already swear, so I forgot.
Welcome to the scene, Isil.
Don't worry, Hojo. He's a friend.
And a friend?
Isil. Isil. Your father says hello.
Solaire?
Yeah.
That asshole?
Oh boy.
Okay, first, I'm back. I got some stuff for you guys. 2, when the hell did you talk to my father?
When I went into the box.
Oh, yeah, that was a while ago. I went through so much crap, and...
Yeah, no, in the box I got... The box was meant for someone to basically have an Eladrin's will. And I got summoned there because I had the box. And actually, that's where Hojo came from as well.
That's right.
Did you get any money?
I got... I suppose so. I haven't really gone into the contents of the box too much.
Do you need that money?
I'm not just gonna give you some guy's will.
Priorities, man.
Damn it. Okay,
Been here for like...
Alright.
What the heck happened to you?
Isil, first of all, you are very surprised that Rak is not here.
Has
Like to
anybody
make
seen
you-
Rak? He was with me a bit ago. Shit, where is he?
Last we saw him, he was a little figure on the
Is he
bonsai
still
with
in
you.
the plant? Did you forget him?
Okay, I'll just explain what happened to us for a bit. Like, we woke in this weird world with this stupid maple tree. We wandered around for a while, fought some like weird wolves that freaking tanked all of our attacks. We met some weird lady who turned out to be a goddess of the lands, and she basically tasked us with 1, giving you some of these amulets, 2, plant this bonsai somewhere in the world. I don't know where, she just said I'll know there. Rak was supposed to be with me, I don't know where the heck he is.
Interesting, I hope he's alright.
I mean, hopefully.
Oh, and
Anyways,
just do I know anything about any tree goddesses?
I mean, you're not a local, but if you want, make a religion check.
I know nothing. I got an 8.
Yo,
Yeah, no,
I know
you
something about
you
that.
have no knowledge of any divine being related to trees or this region because you're not from here.
Can I make a religion check on Tree Goddess Lady?
Sure.
Okay,
I
great.
mean, go ahead.
That sounds menacing. Like I shouldn't do this.
Do it.
Do
anyway.
what Ardrun would do.
Okay, I rolled a 13. I'm gonna try and figure out, see if I know who this Tree Goddess Lady is. Heard of her before.
Was that a 13 total with your bonuses?
Oh no,
or?
13. No, it's a 13 plus 4, so it's 17.
No, that's not bad. So you know there. You would not consider this being probably a god or of any kind. This would probably be a spirit of the land, probably the Catalian region or of the maple tree, or maybe both. You've heard of this being known as the Maple Lady, who represents both the maple trees and also the land of Catalia. They're like the region of Catalia within the overall continent, but you can't be 100% sure. Her name is really lost to time, so.
Okay, interesting.
Hmm.
But I know it's heathenish.
Well, no, you would know that she wouldn't be considered. You would not consider her a god. You would consider her like a lesser god of some kind. Because remember, your people would consider the 7 spheres to be the overarching god beings.
It's all stupid anyways.
Just the outsidey ones and stuff. Yeah. Right. So she's like not a god. She's like a minor spirit kind of.
To you, yes.
To me,
in your
yes,
world,
okay.
in your religious worldview, that's what our Dan would consider to be correct.
Good.
Well, anyways, I hate doing stuff for the gods or whatever you want to call it. I got some amulets for you guys, so take your pick. I'll walk over to them and just dangle the amulets.
Alright. I'll take one of the amulets.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, I take one.
Growl?
I'll take one, sure, why not? Yoink.
I add a fragment amulet.
Oh, where's Tassa?
Oh,
she's just lagging behind.
Typical. So what's happening right now, anyways? What are we up to?
Oh, we killed a Wendigo.
Yeah, we killed some these deer demons that we believe are Wendigo. Yes.
Oh shit.
I have its head. Here, you want to see it?
He does have a head. Yes.
I have the head, yes.
It appears just to when Growl pulls up the head, it just appears to be a to you. Oh, actually, no, Isil, you would be aware that this is not actually a normal moose skull, but it looks like a not a moose, a deer skull. It looks like a deer skull. It smells like a deer skull. If you licked it, I'm sure it would taste like a deer skull. However, your background, you know this is not any deer skull.
Damn.
It's
They
funky.
could go for a lot.
What I would like to know, guys, is did you put on the amulets?
No.
No, I've just got it in my pouch.
yeah, I do not put the amulet on.
I'll
I did
put
not
it on.
right now either.
Okay. Isil, you're just gonna hear in your head, Isil Astora, I'm glad you decided to wear this. I promise you'll get some benefits from it.
Funky.
That's what you hear. Anyways, as you guys are catching up, I would like... There is an elf running by, following a very dark-looking bird coming straight for you. This is only really visible to Azil as he is on the canoe and everybody else is looking at him.
Bird!
So Maddie, how about you describe what Isil sees?
Okay. The first thing you see is a crow, and he seems to have a small ribbon tied around his neck, and he is, going straight towards you, but every once in a while he seems to be stopping and, like, digging his, like, nudging this half-elven woman with his claws, like, trying to pull her in your direction. And the woman looks, in a word, like a mess. Her hair is really frizzy, she has huge bags under her eyes, her braid looks like it's been holding up for a few days, her clothes look kind of torn, and she's running out of the forest. And she's just like... As the crow heads for you, she's just like, Lysander, wait, what are you... And then she sees you. And she says, oh, okay. And then she seems to, like, try to, fix herself up, like, try to, slick her hair down, make her look, like, a bit less of a mess, like, straighten up her shawl, and then she's like, excuse me?
Hi?
Yes, ma'am. What do you need?
Hi.
Who are you?
Well, hi. My name is Wren, and my friend Lysander, can you help me?
That's
I'm
forward.
I'm gonna die in a few days.
Oh, that's a big deal. Yeah, that's
That's an opener.
What do you need help with in this case? What's going on?
A woman is trying to kill me. I don't even know if she's a woman.
A woman,
I was
huh?
in the woods.
Well.
I was. I was staying with her, and I found out she kills people. So I ran,
That's just
and
awful. You
I've
can't
been
have
running
that.
for a few days, and I have money if you need it. But Lysander seemed to think that you might be able to help.
Of course, I will help you.
That's a-
can't
I
speak
mean,
for my
I'll do any
comrades.
job for money.
Money?
Can't be letting a murderer
Money?
around in the woods. That's against the law.
What law? What?
Is everyone else okay with helping?
Oh, yes.
I heard money.
Okay,
Money?
so
I don't
we got
have-
2 votes for money,
I don't
1
have
vote
a
for
lot.
moral authority.
I don't have a lot of money, unfortunately. But I can pay you back with crafts. I can make some potions, and I know these woods.
Any
I
money is
have-
good money.
Arcane talents.
Sounds good.
So will you help me?
Of
And
course.
she just like,
Sure.
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 Yes.
thank you.
Okay. So now that everybody said sure, I
Who are you
think
people?
this is a good moment to
Oh yeah,
quickly
yeah. We should
sidetrack
probably
and just have everybody describe yourself to her. What does Wren see as she ran towards you guys?
What do you tell me?
What does Wren see? So
Start with Isil.
Why do I gotta start?
He's
Because-
Who she saw first.
You're the most normal looking one.
Alright, I'm a pretty generic looking human, average height, dark hair, cloak, and I'm holding a big old plant.
It's a bonsai tree.
It's a beautiful bonsai tree.
Yeah.
Best
Okay.
bonsai tree you'll ever see.
You also see beside Isil is this tiny little fairy dragon, who looks like a key lime pie in color. He's green with like yellow pieces. Next, of course, is the most obvious person who your eyes will drift to. Would be the abnormal hobgoblin
Just
Growl.
disconnected.
That's not me. What do you mean? I didn't disconnect. I'm right here.
Oh, hobgoblin. Never mind. I thought you were talking about Jacob there.
You
Oh,
did it
he
again.
killed my shoe. Anyways, yeah. Hi, my name is Growl. I am Funny Hobgoblin. I am an amazing fighter. And I also have this. I also have this really cool Wendigo skull here. If you want to take a look at this.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the first things she noticed, and she's very warily looking at you.
Of course. So Jacob's currently disconnected, of course, because something went weird, probably. So, Cormus is the
Yeah.
next person who
So-
your eyes drift to.
So yeah, my name is Cormus. I'm a human. I'm wearing scale armor. I've got a cloak around my shoulders. I've got my hands on the pommel of a sword, and you can see I've got a small buckler on that arm as well. Holding my cloak in place, I don't know if you would know, but I don't know if your character would know the Golden Dawn Mercenary Company, but I have a pin that looks like a sun, a shining sun, as my cloak pin, and I also have this little metal ball floating in the air beside me.
And finally, of course, although he should have drawn your eyes to him first, is this giant, hulking figure. Aurdan, would you
Yes.
like to introduce yourself and describe what you
Yes,
look like?
Yeah, I'm Ardan Yanagain. I am a very tall, gray-skinned Goliath man. I'm wearing scale mail and a lot of bead necklaces and various bead-like jewelry. Yeah. So I don't think I missed anything else.
Awesome.
I
So,
have a mace on my waist as well, but yeah, that's it.
this is the motley crew that Wren sees as she ran in, and I'm assuming you guys have all just sort of introduced yourselves to Wren after meeting her. Did you guys just, like, literally after you said, we'll take the job, and then just went around and introduced your names? I just wanted to give her an idea of what you guys all looked like.
I'm pretty sure I did say, like, who are you people? Like,
She did.
Yeah, Owen just
after
talked
they
over
agreed.
you.
Okay.
Like, okay, you agreed to work for me. Now can you, like, do what we should have done first? So,
Yeah.
Desperate times call for desperate matters. You gotta make sure
Okay.
they're gonna fucking agree before they figure out what the hell they are.
I have good priorities.
Lo and behold, we're all murderers.
Yeah.
Well, 7 murderers will hold up against 1. Or wait, there's not.
I'm not a murderer.
Not yet, you're not.
I mean,
Counting on her fingers.
Actually, did the 3 of you still technically work for me? Because I hired you guys. Because I hired you guys
No, we got paid.
for the.
You got paid. My
We got
mission, my
paid.
job
just,
is
we're,
done.
we're just ganging now.
We're just ganging now, yeah. We all know each other. It's better to tag along as a group.
Idiots don't want to call themselves friends.
Thanks,
Just
Dodo.
use the word that actually means what you are, you idiots.
Gonna smite the fucking fairy dragon.
Don't hit him.
I will not. I promise I will not.
He gets
hit the
over
fairy
and he
dragon.
goes and falls asleep in the canoe.
Where's this fairy dragon from, anyways? Like,
He came with me after I came back from a very strange funeral. The box.
alright, I'll ask you about that later. Drop, so a person's trying to kill you?
Yes, Okay, so I was at her home, and when I was staying there, I went somewhere I shouldn't have, and I discovered that she kills her guests. Using magic, dark magic, I believe, and I took my friend up. This is Sir Lysander Avington, by the way, and she gives, like, a little curtsy to him, and then he gives, like, a little bow on her shoulder. He helped me get away, and, I think she's after me.
So she's actively pursuing you, or will we have to track her down?
I think she's actively pursuing me, but I know where she lives, and I'd rather not wait until she finds me, because then she'll get the drop on me, and then she'll kill me while I'm asleep, and then I haven't slept in 2 days.
So, do you want us to break into this woman's home and beat her to death?
When you say it like that, it sounds like people. She's not just an innocent old woman. She is a murderer, a serial murderer.
I have no qualms
Yeah,
with
we
this.
can't have any of those lying around.
No.
We should deal with this in the
We
best
should,
way
yeah.
possible. But
I agree.
I'm just
Just
thinking.
walk up
I'm
behind bars,
just.
we did.
I'm just thinking, since she is actively pursuing you at the moment, would it not just be better to lay a trap and use you as bait?
She like looks. She starts like shaking, and she looks on the verge of a panic attack, and then she starts like
So that's a
ruffling.
no.
Like
I think that's out of the.
the bird glares at you.
Okay.
No trap.
Okay, so absolutely a no. Let's go
I
find
can
her house.
do
Then.
it.
Can you
I
tell
can-
us roughly
No,
where it is?
I can do that.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I know the way.
I am taking the opportunity to veto that.
Okay. I mean, I can do that. I'm willing. I just
Yeah.
don't want to die.
You look like you're not okay with it, really.
No, I'm fine. And as she says that, like, she starts like ruffling the feathers of the bird a lot more aggressively.
Okay.
Like, Cormus
Hurt your bird
looks at
doing that.
Ardhan and asks, "Do you have a spell that'll calm her down or something?"
Do
No,
I
it's
have a
fine.
spell?
See, I'm fine. She like stops shaking, and then she just like goes rigid for a second. She's like, I'm fine.
Okay, so not fine.
No,
I'm taking
yes.
this seriously.
Listen, a woman is trying to kill me. I'm all right. I'm just. I haven't slept in 2 days. Have I mentioned? I mentioned that.
All my spells are very like mind controlly. So I'm gonna not use any of those.
I feel like it would be like you'd have an advantage on that if you use it on her, because she hasn't slept for 2 days.
Yeah, but that's
I mean,
not a-
there is another way to ensure that she gets a good night's sleep, but I don't think it's a good idea.
No.
The knockout
Ralph.
stick.
No,
Yes.
we are not knocking out the traumatized.
We are not going to
Okay.
knock. I will
Wait,
not knock
what?
out the traumatized
So-
person. No, I will not.
So,
Excellent.
Ren, we have another one of our companions is in town. She's not with us right now, so we'll retrieve her, and then I think here, Isil, You and I, let's go into town and try and find Tassa. I'll explain the whole box thing on the way.
So it's important to note before you guys start doing anything that it is about midday. Like it's about 1 or 2 approximately, maybe 3 in the morning. Not in the morning, in the afternoon. In the morning. It's early, guys. Yeah. So
why is this relevant?
No, just so you're aware of the time.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right? Because travel might take a long period of time. Just so you're aware in general. Cool? Okay, anyways. Cormus, you were saying.
So, Isil and I can go look for Tassa, our companion. She's a little gnome, good at magic. Isil, I'll explain to you the whole box thing on the way.
All right. Where's the rest of the team going?
So, how about Wren? You, Growl, Ardhan, and Sir Lysander, was it? And I gesture at the bird.
Yes, Sir Lysander Avington.
Okay, Sir Lysander Avington, you guys just rest. You look like you need to sleep.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So Cormus and Isil, you guys walk out from the beach, and I'm assuming you're going to head into the actual town part, so you take a moment walking through the maple area, where you can see sort of the sugar shack area. You find that there's a large number of goblins in the area. Some of them, well, almost pretty much all of them don't look in good condition. Like, we're talking about tiny little goblinoids. They're wearing rags. Some of them are shackled. Just in a general thing, you can tell that they're probably enslaved in some way. But not all the people who look enslaved are goblins. Just a vast majority of them are. There are some kobolds, some shifters, some gnomes, some humans even, but primarily about like 80 to almost 90% of them, as a rough estimate from what you guys see when you quickly walk through that area, are obviously enslaved or indentured in some way, shape, or form. As you head over the bridge, you will enter town. And in town, you can tell it's a very normal, small village. So I'm going to leave you guys some time to roleplay as you walk into town.
So, Cormus box. Dragon.
Yeah.
What's up with it?
Okay, so all that, I got summoned into the box. So the box was actually given to me by an old dwarven pirate, named a Bulby Pirate. He was the one who helped me cross the ocean. He gave it to me. Told me it'll open when the time is right. Apparently when the time is right, it'll also be when this Eladrin, who apparently knew Bulby, was about to die. And the contents of the box, and I show him the box, are this Eladrin, Relikrin's will. Your father was there, as well as a turtle by the name of Uguay. So,
My father has told me stories of these people.
yeah.
They went on a good old quest, and then he turned into a scumbag.
So what exactly did happen between you and your father? Seems a bit worried about you.
That's surprising.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Cormus, to sum it up, he's an asshole who let my mother die. Alright? I want nothing to do with him.
Alright. He did ask that I pass along to you that he'd like it if you wrote home every now and then. Just let him know you're alive.
A few years back I didn't see him if he cared. It doesn't matter. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Let's just go find Tassa.
Alright.
If you guys are in town, you can tell there's a lot of pretty much all the buildings are wooden. You guys just sort of wander around for a while, just sort of going into stores, looking about, visiting all the general locations, including the tavern. However, it should be noted that throughout this whole time, you guys don't run into Tassa. It takes you a while, though. You do wander up and down the streets, past the blacksmiths, past the carpenters, the lumberjacks, the mills, especially. The mills were obvious when you went over the waterfall, as some of the water has been siphoned over to then move the mill paddles. You walk past common folk, more decoratively dressed folk, locals. No one bats an eye at you, but you do notice there are not a very large number of shifters, Goliaths. Most of them are humans and elves, primarily humans that are walking around this part of town. You walk into the taverns, explore, but in the long run, you don't find Tassa. Now we're just going to take a moment and cut back to the rest of the group at the beach. That would be Ardan, Growl, and Wren. Okay.
Okay.
So am I just
You
supposed to
guys
lie
waiting.
down and sleep? 'Cause
Preferably.
It doesn't seem that simple. It doesn't seem that simple. Like,
Falling asleep must be a trap.
have you...
Growl
listen,
reaches for a stick.
Last time I tried to sleep, an old lady who was a murderer was... listen, it's just...
I mean,
I could have died last time, you know?
it's
She could
fair.
have slit my throat while I was asleep. Who knows? What do you think, Lysander? And I turned to the crow, and he, like, calls me. I'm like, you're right, you're right. I do have backup now.
You can speak to the crow.
Yeah, of course. He's my familiar.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I, like, snap my fingers, and he disappears for a moment. I snap my fingers again, and he's back. I give him a little, like, scratch under the chin. And I just punched my mic.
Oh no.
Got that?
Goes from scratch to a punch.
That's interesting. Aldrin, have you ever seen anything like this? She snapped her fingers and her crow disappeared and reappeared. This is a bit weird.
It's my familiar.
Okay. No, I wouldn't know anything about this, would I?
Well, so you're a cleric. You've done religious shenanigandry. You might have met a handful of wizards. You would have definitely heard of the idea of familiars. A familiar is a creature of some kind that is bonded to a magic user. Usually it's a wizard, someone who casts spells, and they're kind of like a living being, but they're also a manifestation created by the wizard at the same time.
Okay.
It's like, you know how witches have a black cat, as always?
So it's a semi-imaginary friend.
So it is a living, breathing thing, but also they can, like, they're not, and it's not a physical cat.
Yeah,
it would be
I
like a spirit thing.
It's a construction of magic that takes the form of an animal.
Kind of, yeah. Roll with that.
Okay. So yes, I do know what this is. It is your familiar.
Yeah, exactly.
Those exist.
This is
Yes.
too complicated.
You also know it's very bad luck for someone to kill a familiar, just as basic knowledge.
Okay.
Like, it is like...
Okay.
It is like...
Am I missing context? Did someone try to kill the familiar or was gone for like 5 minutes?
No, I don't know. In character, Growl would not know what a familiar was. They never seen it.
Okay, did you try to kill the familiar?
No, I did not. She just snapped her fingers and the familiar disappeared, dude.
Oh, okay.
No, it's just it's like number one general knowledge that anybody who's ever heard of a familiar before knows you do not kill a familiar. You do not harm a familiar, otherwise you are damned, kind of thing.
Okay, gotcha.
I kind of want to do it now.
Okay, so I know not to hit familiars now.
No, you don't know. I know.
No, Growl knows now.
No,
Why?
Growl hasn't been talking to...
Okay, so Growl hasn't been talking.
I haven't told you guys that.
He hasn't told you anything. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, like, out of character, can I eat a familiar? Is that possible? Like,
I mean, they kind of poof out of existence when they're damaged enough, so you'd have to be fast.
Yeah.
so, in theory, if they just poof out of existence, I could, like, eat it raw, enjoy the taste, but then, like, none of those nutrients is...
So,
I mean,
I could not
three
get
things
fat.
here. 3 things here. Okay. So one,
we're
it
sidetracking
is the
so hard.
construction of magic that takes the form of an animal. So no, you can't eat it. 2, why would you want to eat it? That is objectively morally wrong. 3, it's generally bad luck to kill a familiar.
Can we get back on track?
So don't.
Get back on the fucking wheels.
But if it tastes like chicken...
It
Exactly.
won't taste like chicken, it will taste like air, because you'll be eating raw magic.
It tastes
will
like a
probably
friend
die.
that you murdered.
Exactly.
Okay.
Murder is against
Well, it's not
the
my
law, and
familiar.
We don't do that here.
Meanwhile,
But
as Isil is still walking around with Cormus,
If you murder the familiar, I will personally beat your ass. There we go. That is
So-
solved.
you guys have a bit of a conversation on the beach. We got a snippet of that, and then we got the sidetrack of the whether it's morally correct to consume a familiar or not.
I mean, in character, in lore, can we just say I started that conversation? Instead
I
of,
like.
set
Let's
this
not gonna
up?
lie.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure both of us were appalled
Yes.
at you. And now the crow is like glaring at you constantly.
You made an enemy on mistake.
I have made an enemy of the crow on this day.
So just a little doobly doop. Travel over to our guys in the village. Cormus and Isil, as I said, you haven't been able to find Tassa. So you guys head back. On your way back, you guys go past the tavern. And Cormus, you are well aware that Tassa did say, when in doubt, if she's not back, you can't find her, leave a note at the inn and just tell her where you're going. She'll find you.
Alright.
Or she'll try to find you. She might fall off a cliff on the way there.
I look at Isil and I say, all I know is we're going into the woods.
Good luck to her, I guess. I don't know, what, you want to leave a trail of breadcrumbs or something?
That'd be thematic.
Canadian wilderness, you know.
I mean, can we just like mark tree? We could mark trees or something.
Do I have anything that can actually help us?
Well, so it's only Isil and Cormus here right
we're
now.
still in town.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, we're still in town again.
Yeah, no worries. They're almost. It depends on if they decide to come back. They're currently standing outside of the inn, which is worth noting. The inn is called All Man's Ale. That's the name of the inn. All Man's Ale.
The ale of all men.
Apparently.
Cool.
I want some ale. Cormus, I think, okay, in terms of making actual trails she could follow,
Mhm.
I have to go buy stuff from that. I don't have anything to leave a long-lasting trail. Unless
Alright.
you have something.
No, I don't. If I could use my drift globe to lead her to us, I would, but I can't.
You feel
Okay.
a bit of the amulet, and you hear in your head, Isil, you may want to leave this behind. I can give you a bit of a favor if you wish.
Where do I leave it?
Leave it with a note for your gnome friend, and tell her to put it on, and I'm sure I can make sure that she gets where she needs to be.
God damn it. Okay.
You can in your mind you see the wink, but you don't see the wink.
I can sense the wink.
You can sense the wink. Zilla Stora, trust me.
Okay, Cormus.
Yeah?
Write the notes. Let's just leave it here. Then we can leave the amulet here for her to wear, and apparently it'll guide her back to us.
Alright then.
Doesn't question this random fact that Isil just mentioned. Yeah, this'll work.
I got summoned into a box, so I think I'm just about to pass the point of doubting anything at this point.
Oh, you should probably put your amulet on too. Cormus?
Yeah.
Yeah, any idea what it'll do?
Anyways,
yeah.
Cormus, she said it'll like eventually grant you some abilities. She just told me to give it to you guys. I think it's kind of stupid, but here, just put it on, man.
Alright. And Cormus puts the amulet around his neck next to the box.
And you hear, "Hello, Cormus, son of Lord Histaran."
What the fuck? And Cormus says that out loud.
Okay.
I see that you've accepted to help me by wearing this. We will speak about this later, and then you can just tell the voice is gone from your head.
Isil?
Yep.
Isil? What in the 7 damn spheres is that?
I remember that lady I mentioned? Yeah, she's some, I guess like a goddess type thing. I don't know. She asked us to give you. She asked Rack and I to give you guys the amulets and to plant the tree. All right. She has some big plan. Some religious goddess bullshit. I don't know.
Oh, you're becoming a priest now.
Oh no, no.
This is prophet.
Brother.
Fuck
Just like
no.
your father.
No, I'm nothing like my father.
Daddy issues. Okay. So you guys leave the note. You head down back to the beach, and you guys are now reunited. I don't know what has been going on the beach while these guys have been gone, besides you guys having the beautiful discussion about can you eat a familiar.
Ethics of eating familiars.
Wren angrily decided to take a 10-minute power nap
Awesome.
Yeah, that's probably
because
good.
she's exhausted, and Sir Lysander has been just like keeping watch for her and looking at you, Growl, and like continuously glaring at you, and like just you feel the bird scheming somehow.
Bring it. Bring it, little bird.
Well, so while this is happening, actually, I'm assuming you've gone down into the canoe, because the canoe is probably the best spot to sleep, to be honest, in the area on the beach. So everybody's back together again. You guys return.
Yeah,
Isil
everybody
and
in our
Cormus.
party is back.
100%.
There's nobody else that could potentially be missing.
Tassa.
Alright, so we couldn't find Tassa. We left her a note and one of the amulets.
Oh, it's really difficult to navigate these woods, though.
That's not really.
Says the wood.
Yeah,
It's it is where we're going. A
No,
little
he's a
bit.
ranger. Trust us. He's good.
And she's a witch who makes her home. It's weird. It's a weird place, and she's weird.
Don't worry, I don't
weird.
understand any of the stuff with these amulets, but apparently the amulet that we left for her is gonna lead her to us.
What are they?
I have
I
I
don't
have
know.
no clue.
Do you want me to take a look at them?
No.
That's
I don't know the specifics of who should touch these amulets or not, so I don't
It's just
I don't want to piss her off.
Okay, well that's fine. I understand that.
So what happened when you put these amulets on? Oh, by the way, am I here right now?
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
guys are all on the
everyone's here.
beach together again.
Okay, so what happens when you put on these amulets?
You will hear a voice.
Oh.
Do not be freaked out.
Interesting.
Oh no, I'm going. Oh no.
I'm gonna put mine on then. I'm gonna see what
Okay.
happens.
So as
Alright.
Aldrin puts on his fragment, you hear in your head, Aldrin, "Ah, I didn't think that you would put yours on. Aldrin Ganan...
Jesus Christ, man.
I know all names, yet I can still not pronounce them. Aldan Gananagain. Is that good enough?
Come on.
Ganagain. Even the gods can't pronounce your name. I'd like to point this out to you. This has been a discussion between me and at least 3 other individuals. We cannot agree on the pronunciation of at least your last name. Let's be your first. Let me just say, Aldan, I'm happy that you accepted. I think you are one of the ones who can go furthest. Oh, we will speak.
Accept?
We will speak about this later, I promise.
No, what did I accept? Tell me.
you hear this?
Tell me.
It's like you've just been hung up.
Okay, I take the amulet off and I
You can't seem to take it off.
Huh?
You can't seem to take it off.
Why not?
You just can't seem to.
I use detect
Don't
magic.
get cursed.
Oh, it's off. I don't want this on me anymore. It's cursed.
Do you want me to take a look at it?
Can you
again?
please? Yes.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I like rest my hands on it and I start to cast Identify as a ritual.
Do you have the pearl that's required of the material to
amulet.
cast Identify? Do you actually have a
cast it as
pearl?
Oh, wait.
It requires a pearl to cast. I learned this when I was in your campaign, so I never
I have-
casted it.
I have an arcane focus. Does it have a
Arcane focus
Gold
work
pearl?
except for like the
Oh, God.
monetary. It's an
okay, never mind.
$100
I don't
pearl.
cast. I don't cast Identify.
All right. Can I?
If you want,
You know
you can use you can make an Arcana check if you want to kind of work like that.
All right.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Identify requires like a pearl to cast, but
I swear to fucking
I knew it required
Start
a
fishing
pearl, but I
monsters.
didn't realize that it was 100 gold pieces. Like
It
chromatic orb
is.
is chromatic orb is a
Why is
50 gold
Identify
piece
so
diamond.
expensive?
okay, Maddie. So if you want, make a check. Ooh, you used the bot check. What did you get?
1d20 plus 4.
Why did it not like that?
It didn't like.
I don't know.
All right, I can.
Feel free to roll your own dice if you already
yeah, okay,
if you
I'll
have
roll
them.
a physical die then.
1d20 plus 4.
It didn't like. There's something wrong with the bot that Zayad just put in with
You can
permission.
work with
Alright,
later.
I'll just roll a physical die. That was a 19, so 23.
Awesome. So you touch this and you are aware that it is very magical. Like not your normal magical item magical, like artifact magical to an extent, but it is just way outside your scope of understanding. You just know this is really darn magical. It's like a mix of arcane magic and religious magic, all kind of just smushed together.
Alright, well, I don't take kindly at all to the whole her forcing me to help her in something I didn't agree with, so I'm going to right now swear an oath that whatever she does, whatever she wants me to do, I will not help her.
Bruh.
You better break an oath later on, my dude.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm sticking with this.
So, am I the only one that still hasn't put on the amulet?
I mean, I'm not sure Rack has it on. And it does, like,
Well, I mean, like here.
here, yeah.
Hmm.
One of us.
I guess.
One of us.
So, what do you say will happen? A god will speak to me?
Powerful artifact.
I wouldn't call her a god, she's kind of rude.
Okay.
I would be very careful, you can't take it off, and she's wanting us to do something for her.
I would
And
say
she's
you're
not,
just
that doesn't
sensitive
seem
about
like she's
them.
paying us yet, so I'm not sure if you'd be interested.
Hmm. You said this
I
would
mean,
make me
hey,
strong?
hey, Growl.
Yeah.
She promised us. She promised me we would get some kind of abilities later on.
She didn't promise me shit.
Fuck that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Hell yeah. But
should-
I'm gonna put the amulet on.
Be careful before.
Put it on.
Nobody's paying attention to Ren.
Ren.
This is the
Red's
most
like in the
powerful
corner.
artifact I've ever seen. You should be careful before messing with this sort of. Okay, you're putting it on.
And as Growl puts the amulet on his neck, he hears, "Ah, Growl. I was very surprised that you would even touch this, but I guess you like to go places. I can promise we will go places, but I'm going to require your help.
boy.
And I'm happy that by you putting this on, you have accepted. I promise we will talk about details later, but I do not have the time right now.
You're a
So I'm
fucking
sorry if it is rude."
God. You're a god.
How do you not have
time? How do you not have time?
You have like
Let me just say, to you, my friend. I am and I am not a god at the same time. Things are very complicated. And so, unfortunately, my services are limited. And also, I think I'd rather distract you from the current task at hand that you have with your new friend here. But I promise we will speak soon. As well, I will speak to the others. So, apologize for me to Ardan, actually. Because it was rather rude of me to just leave him on... all there. But I promise, we'll speak soon. You just sort of can feel her leave your mind.
I just want to point out that you didn't even attempt to know his last name, yet you used Jacobs to make fun of him.
No. She would say Ardan's full name. She would not say Growl's full name based off of her opinion of Growl. She views Growl very differently from how she views Ardan.
Okay, so Aldan.
She's racist, essentially.
By the way, Owen,
But-
what did you say my last name was?
Oh, Lord of... You know what? You can re-listen to the recording later. Lord... Well, it was son of Lord Hezerin or something like that.
It was an HIS something.
Yeah. I'll go back through this and listen to that again.
Cormus
Okay.
is gonna go on his own daddy issues
Yeah.
quest.
Exactly.
No, my
Anyways,
dad is dead.
That was weird. Aldrin, the god says sorry for some reason.
I tell her to shove it.
Okay, cool. I'll tell her that next time, and anytime
Excellent.
anyone sees her. Don't worry, I got you.
Thank you.
No
I
problem.
appreciate it.
Anyways, that was weird. I don't like that.
You know, I would like to say that, I did warn you.
Yes, you did, and I
you
regret
did.
not listening to your warning.
I acknowledge the fact that you
Just-
warned me, but
I hope that works out for all of you.
Thank you very much. Now we have a different problem to deal with at the moment.
A lagging growl.
Anyways, yeah, back to the task we should be actually really focusing on right now. We have to go hunt down the crazy witch lady who's hunting down our friend Wren here, and bring her to justice because she's a witch and a murderer, and it's bad.
So, Ren, I just want to point out, it took you about 7 hours traveling through the woods, maybe closer to almost like a whole day's worth of travel exactly from the house. Probably more because you kind of got lost and tracked
Yeah, I
around,
got
so it took you
turned
the 2
around a
days.
lot.
I
Yeah.
can guess there in 6.
But yeah, so based off of that, and I'd like to point out it is currently about 4 p.m.-ish, time-wise for you
Yeah.
guys.
Alright, well, I suppose we should get going then? We'll probably have to make camp before we get there, but we can at least start making our way.
Sounds good.
Sounds good by
She
me.
looks terrified as she says that. Which is alright. Well, Lysander will scout ahead, right? And then the crow like calls and she says, "Okay, I'm glad you feel the same way about that as I do." And then she gestures and he flies ahead.
Alright, sit.
Thank God the bird's gone.
Sure.
What's your issue?
What's wrong with Lysander?
Nothing.
He's my best friend.
Absolutely nothing.
That's a genuine question you have to answer.
What's wrong? Why are you so rude to him?
No, that's.
Do you not
It doesn't matter, we're burning daylight. We gotta keep going.
Okay, well, let's walk
It's
with
alright.
us as we walk then.
I agree. What's your problem with the bird?
Yeah. He's very polite. He is also very nice, and he's. What's your problem with him?
I don't have I
Cormus, say your spiel.
I have no problem. I have we're walking. So we do.
No. So before you walk,
Doesn't want to have this conversation.
I'd like to point out I have a very important question before you leave. Are you leaving the canoe there?
I mean, it's not my canoe, so it's up to you guys.
I mean,
It's
is
your
there,
canoe. Your own part of the canoe.
Is there? Is there
Oh, wait, yeah, that's true.
So is there? Is there like? I think it's safe to leave the canoe here.
don't we just
And then
tie
the
it
next
something?
question is, are you taking Hojo?
Of course we're taking Hojo.
Hojo,
Yeah.
do you want to come with us and fight a witch lady, or do you want to stay here with the canoe?
Well, you see,
Guard the
boss. Fucking witch lady ain't up my alley. He points to his body. He sort of stands up on hind legs, and he sort of like, as much as a dragon can, he gestures to his body, and then gestures to you, and then gestures back to his body, and you can see that there's sort of like this magical thing following his hand back and forth, like, look at you, now look back at me, now look back at you, now look at Ardred, now look back at me, see how tiny I am, see how fragile I am.
I mean, we have a tiny gnome, and she somehow manages. Actually, you know what? Yeah, you should probably stay behind.
Thank you.
Alright.
I can guard the canoe.
Sounds great.
Cool. Awesome, boss. How long are you gonna be? I'm just wondering, like, can you leave me money to, like, buy food, or, like...
Shit. I looked to Wren. How long?
What?
How long should it take us to get to this witch's house?
Anywhere from 7 hours to a day, depending on how fast we go and whether there's any obstacles. So probably about 2 days, 3 days for us to get back.
I can get us there in 6.
Yeah, you might. Yeah, Hojo, we might. We might need. I think we will need to leave you. We will need to get you food somehow.
Give me some money, I'll be fine. Like, yeah, well, 10 gold pieces might cover the days. I got a debt to pay too, and I kind of brought you back from that weird
Danger
realm place, so like
context.
that would also cover a bit of that.
Did you say
A debt?
debt?
How do you already have a debt?
Let's just say, right? Travel through plane. Time doesn't pass. However, me, tiny little dragon, go and jump into special bar while traveling through space, then come back here owing money because I didn't pay for drink because I don't own money. Because me, tiny dragon. Got it?
All right then. I give Hojo 10 gold pieces.
Thank you, boss. You're freaking awesome.
Hojo's great.
It's Puff the drinking champion, but a fairy dragon.
Noah, leave the Discord and then come back.
So, the party, you guys get your act together, grab your gear, leave Hojo in the canoe, garden it. You can see that he's actually cast some kind of spell that makes him look maybe a bit more intimidating, like there's like little fires behind his ears.
Ooh, cool.
When you're leaving. Of course, Wren, you can totally tell that this is all illusionary magic that he's just using to look fancy. You guys head up, following the river that enters into Alysfalls. Up, and into the woods. Do you guys want to keep talking about why Cormus hates birds?
I would love to talk. I would love to talk.
Yeah, so
about
Cormus,
that.
why do you hate birds?
Yeah, what's your issue with birds, Corvus? They seem like, especially this bird in particular, seems like quite the gentleman.
Didn't you guys hear
Um,
anything that I said back when we ran
No.
into back when we ran into my old company down at Penny's Fort?
That boulder thing fell on you, right?
You got abducted by something, didn't you?
It was a rock, not a rock.
Yeah, it's a boulder. Rock, it's a rock. Big
No.
rock is a boulder.
No,
You
a
got
rock.
abducted by a rock?
R-O-C.
Oh, a rock!
A
Big
giant,
bird.
monstrous
Dude, this-
bird. And it nearly killed me.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
So that's turned into a prejudice against birds of all
Yes, I
kinds.
couldn't discriminate
If you
from
give me,
against
um,
birds.
10 gold pieces worth of charcoal and herbs and stuff, I can change him into something else.
What? No.
I mean, if you prefer a frog or something, then I can.
She's
do
trying
that.
to
No.
extort you.
I
I'll
don't
just-
have money. I mean,
I'll-
I do have money, but not enough for that. And I don't have any charcoal.
I'll
I mean,
just
does anyone have 10 gold
as
pieces
long as
for
I
that?
can. As long as he stays a little ways away from me, I should be fine. He's not that big of a bird anyway.
No, he's very small.
Yeah.
He's very insecure about what happened.
Can I give you torches? Will that change him?
Sorry. So, you guys head into the woods. Cormus, as it is starting to get darker, you light your drift globe. Now, would you guys like to keep going? It's about starting to get dark around 6-ish. As you're in the woods, you left around 4, more around almost actually about 7 or 8, and it's starting to get darker and darker. Now, Isil, you're certain that you can get to the house by about 10-ish, approximately. It will be dark, but you can get there on time. Otherwise, you guys can camp out and go later on in the morning the next day. What would you guys like to do?
I can get us there by 10. Freaking easier to kill someone when she may be sleeping or is just harder to see in the dark. I say we send it.
But
I don't even know.
keep in mind, it's probably, I wouldn't say it's intelligent to attack a witch who practices probably dark magics during the darkest time of the day.
And Cormus
I
points
think
to
going during the light when we can actually see things might be a better idea.
Don't you have dark
Cormus
vision?
points to the drift globe, and this is gonna give us away.
Let's turn it off.
I'm a human. I need to be able,
Turn off the drift globe.
and I.
But then
Wait,
we'll be at a
Isil,
disadvantage.
are you a
We won't be able
half-elf?
to see.
I mean, we can get close, relatively close, then you turn it off, and then you just sneak through the woods.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out that Isil,
Isil-
Ardran, and Cormus will not be able to see in the dark.
I mean,
I've
we're still in the
dark vision,
forest,
you know.
right?
We don't have dark vision.
No, you're a Goliath.
It's
Goliaths don't have
completely
dark
dark.
vision.
No,
We've
yeah,
been
you're
over
right,
this.
Don't have dark vision.
Dark vision.
We've
gang,
been over this
dark
like
vision
5
gang.
times.
Yeah, it would put us at a great disadvantage to attack during the night. I say we set up camp now. We prepare some sort of watch so we don't get snuck up on,
I agree.
Cool,
and then
alright.
we attack during the day.
Okay.
Alright.
You guys set up camp. Do you guys want to do any roleplay stuff for setting up camp?
Hey,
I'm
Ren.
gonna just go collect some rations.
Ren,
Yeah.
do you know magic shit, right?
Yes.
I have this ring on me, right? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's not cursed, but everyone else is saying it's cursed.
Okay.
Do you mind taking a look at it? I don't know if I could take it off.
Yeah, sure.
She's like, it's cursed.
I cast I can't cast identify. Can I make an Arcana check?
Sure.
Like looking at it.
So, Growl, are you just holding the hand out with the ring on it? Okay, we're gonna assume that he's just holding his hand out with the ring on it. Now, it's worth pointing out that the ring the ring just sort of looks like a mundane ring. Like, it just looks like a band of metal. Pretty much.
Can I
Feel
try
free
taking it off
if you want to.
to get a better look. I'm gonna try taking it off.
Okay. You are able to touch it and take it off. Growl, you become obviously aware that the ring you feel like the ring is very cursed by just looking at it. Now, you would be almost certain that it is cursed. By the way, Wren, when you looked at that ring, you felt like it was very much cursed. Now that you have it in your hand, you're not exactly sure. Feel free to make me an Arcana
I
check.
don't think it's that bad. Okay. That's a 20 overall.
Awesome. You have figured out this is actually a common, well, not common, but a semi-common gag item. That it is cursed, but the curse is that the wearer doesn't think that it's cursed, and everybody else around the wearer is very aware that it is cursed. Besides that, it doesn't really have any major abilities based off how you look at it. However, it is a silver ring, and so it could be sold, especially if you were able to remove the curse that makes people think it is very cursed.
What a dumb ring.
Blame Jill! Jill was the one who gave it to you.
Hey, Growl. go.
Growl,
No
you're
problem.
holding the ring. You look at it and it feels like it's very cursed to you. Do you put it back on?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Growl touches the ring and passes out. Now, back to everybody else. From fatigue, Growl passes out. The rest of the party, what are you guys doing?
I guess he's not taking first watch.
Well, I have the light spell, so I'll take first watch. I'll feel free to do that.
Yeah.
I would recommend 2 people take watch.
Yeah, I'd recommend that too.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Cormus, you're human as well, right? Or you're human.
Yeah.
So, since you and Arden can't see in the dark, maybe you should both be there when the light spells cast.
Intelligent?
Sure.
Sounds good.
I'm also gonna activate the light spell on my drift globe, and I say, I'm actually not attuned to this thing anyway, so I can just leave it on, so that people during the other watches, you guys have a source of light as well.
I don't think most of us need it, but thank you. That's very kind of you.
No one makes his return.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
So, Growl is currently, by the way, passed out, holding the ring. He just dropped from fatigue. Mainly due to his lack of sleep the last few nights.
That's very delayed.
But the small Wren stays
Oh,
awake just
okay.
fine.
I got short rests. What do you mean?
I also had to deal, it was my way of dealing with you dropping in and out.
Of the Discord.
Yeah. So,
I also-
how is the watch going?
Me, it's going fine. We're chilling. We got light on.
No, I need to know, like, who's doing watch when. That's what I mean.
We haven't started the watch yet. Okay, yeah. So me and
Formus.
Cormus are starting it, and then we'll wake up the other two when it's their turn.
I can take the second watch if someone wants to join me for that.
Yeah. Isil will.
Okay, and
Being
then
voluntold.
Vaughn told me, okay.
third watch can be Growl.
I mean, yeah, we can.
And do we need a fourth watch or?
No,
No, we
Yeah,
don't
I think
have
we're
that.
good.
For a fourth watch. I think 3 should be fine.
Alright.
Okay. First watch comes. Cormus and Arden, is there anything you guys want to talk about during your watch, or you just want to, like, chill?
Just keep it strictly business. We got nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I would like one of you guys to roll a d12 for me.
I'm passed
Is
up.
it D12?
Just a
Oh,
d12.
sorry.
Do you want to do it, or do you want me to do it? Okay.
Wait, hold up. Where's my D12?
Here, I have mine, so I'll just roll.
Yeah, you just do that.
I got a 1.
Okay, nice.
Oh no.
It's a fairly quiet night overall, with the drift globe just floating about. You guys didn't light a fire, so it is still it's a bit chilly and cold. You kind of realize the mistake of that by the end of the shift, when you wake up Wren and Isil for their watch.
Okay.
And you guys have any spells that can just, like, create a little bit of heat?
I'll just make a fire.
Yeah, I can actually create fire with magic. Woo.
Ooh, magic.
Alright, that makes it easier. I can go get some wood for the start of the watch.
Alright, sounds good.
Okay, so Wren and Isil, I don't know if there's anything else that you guys want to do. After Isil collects a bit of wood and builds a little fire, and Wren, you light it using your awesome magic stuff.
Firebolt.
Not fireball.
Cast
I mean-
fireball on the campsite.
We need to
Rolls
keep
up
warm,
campsite.
right? So I'm doing what you asked, alright?
Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, of all the spells that light stuff on fire, you pick Firebolt. It's awesome.
Firebolt. It's a cantrip.
It is the best wizard cantrip in my opinion.
Oh
So good choice.
It's a cantrip? Jesus.
Yeah. So is there anything else you guys want to do for your watch while you're just sort of there?
So you're good with the woods?
Yeah, I've lived in them for quite a while now.
Really? That's cool. I grew up in the woods too. It's nice.
Where'd you grow up?
A while away from here.
Like, distant continents, or just like somewhere in this world? Like,
I mean,
You get my point.
north a little bit. I actually haven't really been I'm not used to towns and everything yet. It's honestly just luck I came across that town there. What's the name of that town again?
I don't know.
The little
That
one?
town. Yeah, the one I found you at. I was kind of wandering around for a long time trying to find where people were, because I'm not the greatest at navigating or...
How did you end up at the witch's place again?
I was lost in the woods, and she invited me in. She was a nice old lady. Why would I say no to that? There was a hot meal, there was a bed, and it was starting to rain, so I figured it was better than getting sick.
Yeah, but if you grew up in the woods, like, you know how to handle that stuff.
I do, but I had a house and everything. I didn't just sleep on the dirt, and having to deal with that was new as well.
I am so suspicious of Wren right now.
Hello everyone, I hope you enjoyed the most recent episode. Now, I just want to let you know a few things that have been occurring. First of all, we now have a Discord. That's right, you can come join us in our Discord, come chat with everybody, all the different players, some of our other friends, talk about D&D stuff, talk about what's going on, theories that you have for upcoming adventures, what's happening to people. So if you're interested in checking out our Discord, there'll be a link below in the description as well. We also have a Patreon. That's right. If you like our content, these podcasts / videos, depending on if you're listening on a podcast platform or on YouTube, you can go ahead and support us. That's right. And we've got a number of different tiers, each after one of the different members of the party. So start off at Tash the tier and work your way up to Isil tier, or maybe even you'll get to my level, Dungeon Master tier. Anyways, if you're interested in that, again, the link is in the description. And I hope you have a wonderful day.